Okay, so when we last played, we ended with a storm on the horizon. You're a giant a giant vessel, uh, reeking of blood, uh, coming at you from an eerie fog, and the captain saying, basically giving all hands on deck, like, be prepared for a fight type of situation. Any questions about the situation you're in before we just dig into it?
I think I remember. The Davy Jones ship basically came up on us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any chance they see Bagoosh as an ally?
Only one way to find out.
There is zero chance they see such stark raving madmen as allies. They don't see any of you as allies. Their cause is noble. Your cause is vile and
He's a
riddled
connoisseur
with
of flesh, I'm sure.
I say, so like, which point on the sliding scale of them eating flesh to like me eating flesh do they like? Does the illusion break?
Well, you might be joining the delusion, depending how things go.
Ooh,
So maybe you never know.
you guys can fight an ogre-sized ghoul, right?
I'll know when I find out.
I think we'll probably all die. Actually, can't we be turned into ghouls in a Soulbound? Isn't that, like, not possible?
No, it's not possible.
Oh, there you go.
I think you could still succumb to a delusion, though as minor as it is, but I don't think it's anything that has any staying power.
Gotcha.
So here's the problem: is like I already eat everything, so it's not like I'd be like, oh no, like what's Bagoosh eating? It'd be like, no, like yeah, that's what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
Oh, so are they just on us right now? Is that what's going on?
They are effectively behind you. How we are going to gauge this is we're adding in the range extraordinary. So we have extraordinary range, extreme range, long range, mid range, close range, right? Their ship is currently at extraordinary. So I will type that into Roll20 now.
Oh no. Is my keyboard getting picked up?
Is that a new keyboard?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It is getting picked up, yeah.
Alright.
Did you buy a mechanical keyboard?
I wasn't supposed to be. It's like the middle of the three options, whatever that one's called, tactile.
Well, I heard your click clacks.
Yeah, try to change it.
Don't worry, they're nice.
Wait, just use push to talk and it all goes away, right?
Yeah, but I can't take notes and talk and use push talk. But yeah, I'll use push talk. Also, using push talk is my back button in Chrome, so sometimes I just leave Roll20.
Just get a mute button on the back of your headset, and then click it off and on.
That would be
The
the
Ravenous,
smartest.
which is the name of the ship, is at the extraordinary range. As depending what occurs during this engagement, let's say, the Ravenous will move from extraordinary to extreme to long to mid to short to on you. Basically, functionally, if it's on short range, it's on you.
Are we functionally dead when it's on us?
No.
Only one way to find out.
You'll be able to fight, I imagine.
Are we zooming away, or is it like we don't know what's going on
The
right
captain has taken the wheel and has stated that has basically turned the ship about and is heading towards a squall to try and lose it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the first mate and be like, have we had run-ins with this before? Should we be scared for our life?
For the first time ever, you see a bit of panic on Sulamek's face, and he looks at you, and the normally stoic individual is like, no, never seen this before in my life. Yeah, this is we've heard tales of this becoming more and more common, but yeah, never had run-ins like this. So let me just say the tales don't do it justice. That's for sure. As he's pulling on ropes to try and get the sails in order.
All right, for the foreseeable until something crazy happens, I'm just gonna kind of mimic what he does to help. You know what I mean?
As you
much, like,
start reaching for the ropes, you can hear the captain shout on deck to all of you. And he says, "Right, listen up. I said we were going to handle all the details of sailing this vessel here, but I need all hands on deck. That includes you." As he kind of like points across all of you, and he's like, "Right. So I need people to assist me here. I need people on guns. I need people spotting for me. That's out at the bow of the ship, making sure I don't run aground or hit any rocks or anything like that. I need someone who's going to help me with the sails or help Slimek with the sails. And anyone of you able to repair things? Any of you?"
I could probably repair things with my crafting skill, right?
Yeah, crafting would be what you would use here.
Yep.
He looks at you, he's like, "All right, I need one of you probably below deck in case they." I mean, he looks back in a panic. "I don't know if they have any cannons, but if they do, I don't want us to take on water. So, might need one of you below deck in case that happens."
Sign me up, and I'll go below deck.
I start walking over to a cannon that's most likely to be aimed at them next, and start making sure it's loaded.
The captain looks around. He's like, "Right, if you have any other ideas on how to help out, I am willing to."
I think
hear
Sturdy
everyone
Bark.
out."
I think Sturdy Bark helping him navigate would actually be the best.
That's up to Sturdy Bark. What do you want to do, bro?
I can help him navigate. I can see very far. Very tall.
I clear my throat and get ready to start a sea shanty.
Morale booster.
I'll take that. Anything you want to do to possibly improve to improve the ship, I'll take.
I have a questionable idea.
Are you
So-
saying this in character, or are you saying this to...
This is to Frankie.
Okay.
The ropes that are like holding up their sails, could an arrow pierce that rope with an accurate enough shot at this range?
We're gonna say at the extraordinary range, no. If they get closer, you will be able to reliably fire arrows upon them. But at this range, this is primarily cannon fire at this point.
Okay.
It is worth noting that I will just...
So they had like a lot of masts and a lot of sails.
Yeah. I'll give you... Did I already give you guys the description of this vessel? I think I...
You give us
I
Yeah,
did.
you even put a
picture
picture in
and
the chat.
description.
Yep, there's a picture.
So it is worth noting that the sails, they look almost like
It's a lot of
leathery,
ropes.
leathery in appearance.
Oh, they're made of skin.
That's the one. So they look almost leathery, and they look hard to some extent. So they're catching wind, but it almost seems like this thing is really not meant to be waterborne, right? Like this thing is almost supernatural in how it's moving. Because call it a hunch, leathery sails don't really work out for catching wind. So yeah, the captain looks around and is like, "All right, he says aloud, my plan is to get the Blackfin," and he points out to a squall that's in the distance. He's like, "Over there," and hope to lose them in that. Does anyone else have any ideas? Anyone? I'm taking any.
Frankie, wasn't the enemy ship like moving with and through a storm? Or is
They're
it...
like bringing like they're bringing like a fog with them.
Okay.
Like it's like
Like residue from death magic or some
I
shit.
want you to think about when you see a vampire's castle and there's a perpetual storm over it. Right? There's
Gotcha.
like lightning, there's like smoke, or rather there's like fog, like a perpetual storm. That is you're looking at this thing and you're saying to yourself, this is not right. This is not a normal
That ain't
vessel.
fun.
And that's basically what you're feeling here. Like everything about it is uncanny. It's
I'm
like
gonna
a
raise
scale
my
wind.
hand.
As he's spinning the
Oh,
wheel,
boy.
he points. He's
Well, he
like,
said
"Yep."
Wait, he said, "Does anyone have any ideas?"
He's
right?
like,
Or am I
"Yep."
missing something?
Go ahead.
Why don't we negotiate?
He he looks at you, he's like, jump in one of those cannons, we'll shoot you
man.
over, and I'm sure you can do the negotiating for us. How about that?
Did I get sarcasm, or he's legitimately like, we got this
He is like, that is clear sarcasm.
shit? Okay, I'll be like, okay.
You want to go? We'll shoot you on over, but we'll be over here.
I'm gonna go below deck.
All right, so I got one below deck.
I'm on cannons.
Got one gunner.
I'm repairing whatever he has planned. I don't know what he's got
Sure.
planned.
So I'm gonna type out what everyone's claiming to.
Also, Frank, you lost
Oh.
the ocean musics.
I lost the music. Do I have? Do I have the storm?
There is
I have the
ocean
storm.
storm music in there.
There you
Sounds
go.
like angry
I
chants
remember
too.
this one.
There we go.
Last time I heard this, the party got shipwrecked.
Could you not?
2 of those people were here, or are here.
Was it the Yuan-Ti?
I'm sure
Yeah.
none of them were injured or killed, and everything went fine. Right?
No, the party died.
Oh,
Rip NPCs.
wow. Heartless.
Yep.
Okay.
They are
Sturdy Bark. What were you? You were volunteered to be spotter. Is that
Yes.
what you're gonna do?
I'm very tall.
And Bagoosh.
Morale booster extraordinaire.
Yeah.
It's also... Yeah, he could do that. Would he even be able to sing
It's,
like loudly enough? to
there's-
just
there's an entertain
storm?
skill.
I'm an ogre. I can.
So
sing.
I posted there. Loris below deck, Shadel below deck, Joe Gunner, Sturdy Bark Spotter, Bagoosh Shanty. That check out.
Sure.
And if anyone wants to change what they're doing, we will change as we go.
Did anyone
okay.
want to help with the sales? Wasn't that an option?
That is one of the options. Yes.
I can do that end spot.
Is that muscle or is it brain? I
think
want to do
that's
anything
gonna be
that's muscle,
muscle.
Frank.
That's
whether it's
Sailing,
probably gonna be
sailing
more
is
or-
going to be athletics or channeling.
So that's body for athletics. Channeling is soul, isn't it?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll
that's
take the
spellcasting
sailing then.
technically.
I
You're
would
gonna
want to do anything muscle, whether it be transporting something or pulling something or carry. You know what I mean? Anything muscly that was suggested, I will do.
That would be sailing then. You'll be with Sulamek then.
Yeah, that's what I initially tried doing. Then I got yelled at by the captain.
He just kind of was barking orders. So you're free to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that then. That was my first choice.
Okay. So here's how this works. Every round, is there like a round counter on
Yeah.
Roll20, Alex?
When you go to the initiative, you can add a count that's just the round count.
I remember this.
Like add a customize.
Yeah. There's like there should be a specific one.
Sure. So I can just do it at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So how this works is every round we're going to take a combined effort of what you are all doing to either A, hasten your escape, B, wound their ship, or C, slow down because you're not doing it well enough, and then the ship catches up to you.
Okay.
If you manage to outspeed it by, it was around, oh, that one's arbitrary, or not arbitrary. That one's rolled. So I will roll that one in a second. If you do not manage to outspeed it by a certain round, which is kept by me, it will catch up to you. At which point in time, stuff ensues. If you do manage to outspeed it, you will outspeed it into the storm. Or into the squall.
Okay.
If you, as a group, wish to actually engage it and try and board the vessel, you will have to make a case to the captain. But other than that, that's basically how this event goes.
I feel like that's Plan C. It's on the table, but it's not Plan A.
It's a big vessel.
That was my plan A, but it got shot down.
It's a big vessel that's chasing. So that's up to all of you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a wise choice.
So we're not acting within initiative here. We could just go down the line, starting with like Loris, Shadel down the line like that. And I will tell you what actions you will give me in order to do whatever you are choosing to do, or I'll give you the difficulty for whatever you're trying to do, and if you succeed, we will pool everything together at the end, and if it passes the total check, then we're good, and if it doesn't, the ship will slow down.
Alright. I'm
That's how it
hoisting les sails.
Sure, so let me just make sure I have all the checks right here. Okay, cool. If for hoisting the sails, it's going to be an athletics check. It is a this is a DN41 to assist with the sails.
Tommy, we trained for this in the Sea of Thieves.
I got 2.
Okay, let me.
So that's 1 success. Yep.
Yep, let me keep track of all of it. Shadel, you have nothing you have nothing to mend. There's nothing below deck that needs repairing at the moment.
Oh.
Don't worry. Don't
Okay.
worry. Don't worry. So there's nothing below deck that needs mending at the moment. Sturdy Bark, you can give me an awareness 4-1.
Awareness 4-1.
Sturdy Bark, I have no self-awareness.
Did I do this wrong?
Did you have a focus in it?
No.
You should just click awareness, click 4, and then 0
Okay.
if you don't have any, like, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, that's what I did. So it
He
looks
does
like I
have
got
one
2
focus.
successes. I do have a focus, yeah. I have 2 successes, Frank. My focus point is worthless, so... Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you use one, it doesn't change it.
Okay, you convey somehow, however you wish to convey, back to the captain, whether it's through a crewman or whatever, what have you. It seems like it's clear enough seas up ahead. There's nothing to avoid or anything like that.
Got you, okay. Yep, I will convey that through a crewman.
Joe, you're able to make a ballistics check to fire a cannon if you would like.
Yep.
This one, seeing as how they are at extraordinary range, this is a DN43.
That is a failure, as I got 2 successes.
Okay. Bagoosh.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't prepared for you.
Now, is this body
Uh,
entertain or is this soul entertain?
It's soul, dude. There's
Yeah,
only
it's-
one.
But it's his boisterous voice. It's his body. It's
You know.
You could make an argument for his dancing. I don't know about his
Diaphragm.
voice.
gotta be built for it.
It would have to be performed. It would have to be entertained, yeah. So
Are they not entertained?
you could give me a soul, but For the sake of, I know that you're going to be doing Mongolian throat singing. I imagine that's what you're doing here. Which would involve definitely use of your diaphragm. You can give me an additional d6 to it. How about that? It's a 4-1.
So a bonus.
Racial
Nice.
bonus.
No.
You're just getting you're getting the feel up. You're warming up. You're getting ready.
How do I
He
roll
only
an extra
rolled
D-
once.
Yeah, I say, how do I roll an extra d6 with that?
Slash roll
Just
1d6.
just choose/roll 1d6.
Without the asterisk.
No.
Very good.
You're just getting ready.
Getting the bad
you're
ones
getting it
out, you
all
know?
figured out in there. Okay. How this works. So after you all perform your tasks, seems like the ship's moving pretty steadily. And you all can hear this, even you, Shadel, below deck. You can hear just what sounds like a thunderclap. Those of you who are in the back of the ship, dealing with the sails near the stern, so that would probably be you, Loris, and even you, Joe, because you're probably looking out on the horizon at the ship. You can tell it just volley fired at you from its bow. So it just fired a number of cannons at you. Let me do some GM rolling. Huh.
You roll ones or something?
Well, that's not good for you.
Oh.
You get hit with 4 cannon shots. So right shortly after you hear this, is it not on repeat?
Let's just
Music
think of
on
that.
It lasts 10 minutes, then it explodes.
God damn it!
There's a button you can press to switch it from shuffle to repeat.
I was just expecting it on repeat. Okay. So shortly after you hear this almost thunder clap go off, you all stumble as the ship kind of rocks towards one side, and you below deck, Shadel, splinters just erupt from the side of the ship as suddenly you see a new porthole squarely next to you. The rest of you on deck, you can bear witness to just the shattering of planks and various crewmen getting tossed aside by the force of this impact. And while the majority of you, if not all of you, are standing firm on deck, this is beginning to look quite dangerous, and this is beginning to look very bad. So, with that, you now have a number of holes below deck. Shadel, where you currently are, you can see 2 of them that have pierced the hull.
Nice.
I'm imagining you're mid-deck right now. You're on like the 2nd level versus the lowest level.
Alright.
If you're not, then correct me. But I figured that's where you were basically going to be.
That seems reasonable.
So you see 2 holes right in front of you now, but you with how much the ship swayed, how much the ship gave with that hit, you know there's more damage to be found here. This is not all that it received. With that, that's going to be the start of round 2.
Yeah.
We can go straight down the line again. Giving me the same checks, Shadel, with your check.
Is it me first, or is it Loris?
It's going to be Loris first, but for you, it's going to be the same check for everyone, but for you, Shadel, it's different because you obviously didn't have one before.
Do we,
Yeah.
or consider you start with Bagoosh so that he can buff all of us when he crushes it?
I'll do athletics.
I'll dig it. Hold on, I'll dig it if you want.
Or we can yell at Bagoosh to get down to the lower deck and start building.
start eating.
I mean, if he can drink all the water, that's fine. I'm sure there's some fish down there.
Dub.
You're manning those sails.
I'm gonna turn to my
Six
Ideneth.
level.
I'm gonna turn to my Ideneth comrade and be like, "So this is how it ends, huh?" As I see we're getting broadsided by infinite amounts of
With
cannonballs.
lightning.
Sulamek looks at you and kind of chuckles, and he's like, I mean, worst comes to worst, you and I have an escape route, as he, like, looks out at the sea.
So I'll chuckle, be like, "Hell yeah!" Forgetting that I'm in a Soulbound. Like, yep.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Mhm.
Uh-huh, yeah, uh-huh.
And that's my turn.
Is it tree time or not yet?
Not yet.
It goes. Yeah,
it
you're
can
after
be
me.
if you want. You
It
can
goes me, you, Joe. Oh, wait, no, Shade's somewhere in here.
I have no idea, and I don't think it matters. If
It
you
doesn't
want to go,
particularly
go
matter on the order, just so
Alright,
long as you all get the thing done.
Go ahead.
Tree is going.
Yeah, you're good.
Peace.
Sturdy-
Expert navigator.
30 Bark, expert navigator. As you peer out over the deck, you see, or over the horizon, you see something pretty foreboding. Not only do you see the squall coming closer and closer into range, but you see these almost weird, what look like birds, almost like things that are flapping, flying towards your vessel, but they look like they're coming from the ship behind you. Or to the side of you.
I will do a little bit of flapping of my arms.
The crew member alongside you kind of looks at you like, birds?
I'll nod. Danger.
Oh, danger birds. Okay. As he runs back up
Danger
towards
birds.
the captain to convey the message.
Convey
You hear shortly after he gets to the captain kind of shout back to you, "Danger bird! What? What?"
I'll point one of my massive arms out at the horizon.
If you look back at the captain, he kind of grabs the person who ran up to him to convey the message, slams him against the wheel, takes out a spyglass, and looks out. After he takes a spyglass, looks out, he grabs the guy who's standing against the wheel, just throws him aside with quite a bit of force, looks at him and says, run down there and tell Joe that fire on those birds. Joe, shortly after you prepare the next cannonball, or the next cannon volley, this lone sailor comes up to you and says, there's a bunch of birds on the horizon that I was told that you should fire at. I think they're birds. I don't know. The tree said they flapped.
I hear tree and I start turning the cannon. Do I see them?
You could see, yeah, from where you are, you can see smallish, like, I actually, they seem like large birds from this distance, flying directly towards you, or towards your vessel.
And they're at long range or extreme range or extraordinary range?
They're coming in at extreme range now.
Okay, and the cannon reaches extreme range without issue?
Yes, the cannon will reach
Okay,
extreme
I
range.
will fire the cannon.
Give me a, because of what they are, and the Blackfin does not have any grape shot of any kind, so you're just working on regular cannons. This is probably going to be a 5-2 at this range. Yeah, I'll say a 5-2.
But keep in mind, he sees through any obscurity.
Well, fuck, you got it.
Yep, 3 successes.
Yeah, you got it.
I like tighten
3
my
successes.
goggles up, make sure they're all
Hell.
good to go, and launch it.
Jesus.
Do the goggles give you, like, enhance,
Nah, my
Like,
shadow
they
shroud
don't
gives me plus
see
1
this-
defense and shadows. The Watchman's goggles just says see through obscured. So I think like
so you're not
if something
gonna-
was in smoke or in clouds, I can just see right
you'd
through
be
it.
able to see through it.
I also
But
have
you
see in the
can't, like,
dark.
you can't, like, see distance with this. It's not like it's a
Mm-mm.
magnified.
No.
it's not what magnified.
Okay, so you aim this cannon and you fire, and you take one of these birds down, one of the many that are flying towards you. As the cannonball comes in contact with it, it kind of just explodes essentially, and just breaks apart.
Is,
Uh,
is somebody loading shots for me?
yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to worry about loading shots or hauling cannons up, or cannonballs up. The crew's acting. Bagoosh, would you wanna give me another one?
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it all in like one roll.
So instead of 1d6, you would just do the number of d6s that you want to do.
Is this a tragic song about a great hunger? What is this?
Look, you got it. It's all you needed a 4-1. You got the 4-1. What is the song? What is this?
What is the
chant?
song? That's a great question because most of my songs are about eating, and I don't think people want to hear a song about things that eat things.
How are
right
you
now.
inspiring the crew?
Looking forward to
Your
the next
bardic
meal. That's what it's
performance.
about, you know.
There you go.
So you're going on about
It's a song about the feast to come.
you're going on about the victory feast that this crew is going to relish in after
I'm
this.
going on about a
great
victory
conflict.
feast that is sure to happen as soon as this fight ends.
Accurate.
The
Does that
crew-
concern them or raise the morale? I'm not sure.
This
Well, the first time it didn't seem to resonate very well.
the crew feels strong about this. They like you Bagoosh, over your yodeling, you can hear or you could just feel the morale of the crew bolster.
Yeah, I hope
Everyone
they feel
seems like
strong about
they're.
this.
You even have some people who are getting it, who are coming along with it. I mean, it's a shanty. It's not the whole point of a shanty is not have a particularly hard chorus. So everyone's some people are joining in, and it's you're getting the morale up here. Shadel, with what you see in front of you, this is no easy task. I mean, it's not metal; it's wood. So you see a bunch of wood planks at the side, and you got your tools with you. If you could give me a crafting check. Okay, but you'll be 1 minute short. If you give me a crafting check, each one of these is pretty simple to mend. It's just a matter of how many you could do in a short period of time. So if you can give me yours, let me see here. Yeah. So if you can give me just a standard crafting check, we're not looking for a difficulty number here. I want to see how many successes you get. Based on how many successes you get would be
4 DN would be standard. Okay. And I have 1. Wait, hold on. Yep. And my pet gives me 1 bonus roll.
Sure.
Alright. So.
And you've got 2 focus points?
Yep. So that would be.
So with the 3.
5 successes, yeah.
So with the 3 successes baseline, you're able to repair one of these holes, no problem. With the 5 successes, you can repair the second hole in front of you before the next cannon volley. With the additional success that you have lingering, I will say that you can. No, I will say that you can gather up materials in case like something else in the situation that you get hit again.
Okay.
Worth noting that as you're repairing these 2 holes, you don't have to really pay much attention to this. You do hear some crew below deck somewhat shouting about water coming in. So,
oh dear. Alright.
That.
So, as I'm fixing this stuff, I yell up at our ogre singing about different colored fish and tell him that I need him to go down and bilge the water out of the hole.
That
Or we're
would
gonna
be,
die.
That would be athletics. It would be a body at that. So that would be strong back for him.
If he doesn't do it, somebody needs to do it.
So move on to the next round with this. Joe, you notice, as will Sturdy Bark, you notice that these birds that are flying closer and closer. Give me. You can both of you can give me awareness. Even
Yeah.
Loris, you can also give me awareness. Ollie, you can.
Still 4-2?
This is gonna be a 4-2.
I can.
Ollie, you can as well if you believe yourself to be actively like looking out as you're singing.
I mean, he can only roll one dice, so
I don't believe I'm looking at anything.
Alright.
I'm too preoccupied with my performance.
So Sturdy Bark sees. Oh,
everyone
Sturdy
else is
Bark
blind.
There's a lot going on. Sturdy Bark, you notice that these are not birds as they get closer.
They're danger birds.
These, well, you might want to call them danger birds. These look like giant bats.
Oh, Nelly.
Full bits.
Moreover than that, these look like giant bats that look like they're carrying things.
Do I know what these are, Frank? I'm very old.
Yeah. You know these as crypt bats.
These are crypt
Oh,
bats.
Jesus.
You know these as crypt
AKA
bats.
Bats Plus.
Yeah, they are bats plus. They're like dire bats, basically. And you recognize the things that they're carrying to be, well, you've seen these before in your travels. That is for certain. You recognize the things that they're carrying to be, ghouls.
Okay, that is, I am going to yell as loud as I can, ghouls.
These are essentially deck
Oh.
droppers.
Yeah, these are essentially deck droppers. Are you you pulling off of Warhammer, Total Warhammer with the pirate lads?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are essentially deck droppers. When you shout ghouls, I imagine this is a very loud shout. Yeah.
This is a very loud shout.
The crew's taken aback because this is truly the first time you've actually been roused to any real like level of emotion, as they've seen anyway.
Right.
And everyone just kind of halts for a bit, and the captain looks out on all of them and says, "Well, if you don't want them landing, then keep manning the sails. Let's go."
And I fire.
Anchovies.
And then the captain like looks down to you, Joe, and looks down to you, Loris, and kind of like gives you a nod, like you might want to get ready in case this goes sour.
Wait, he just said keep on the sails, right? Am I missing?
Oh, he looks at, but he's like, in case they like land, like be ready in case that they actually manage to make it on deck.
Yeah.
The ship is closer.
Hmm.
The ship's still bordering between extreme and long, but it's closer.
Are the bats still at extreme, or are they coming into long?
Oh, they're coming into long. Like they're bordering on like medium.
Alright, I
They're
think
moving very fast.
Wombo
I'm gonna
time.
stop spotting next round and try and start shooting them.
Very good. So this would be the third round. The bats have moved up. You all may do your things again. If you're
So-
changing what you want to do, just say so.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my longbow because I could take 2 shots around at the bats.
Okay.
That being said, I'm sure it would take probably 2 shots to down them, whereas it's probably 1 cannon shot.
Well, when I find out.
What's the DN for hitting the bats, Frank?
Where they currently are right now, it's gonna be what's the range on your bow?
Longbows are
A
long.
long. I have a great bow.
Probably a 4-1 then. It's probably gonna be 4-1.
Doesn't it go our stats versus their stats since we're in range?
Hold on. Let me double check exactly what their stats are, because they sadly don't put crypt bats on the thing. I gotta go dig them.
If they don't have it. Let me see. It's Shadows in the Mist, right? I'll try to look too.
I don't see them on there. I have ghouls, but I don't have bats. For the sake of the
You
bats,
could
since I actually
just pick their defense: poor, good, great, or exceptional.
yeah, their defense is going to be poor from where they are.
So would that make it a 4-1?
So it would go to the latter. And so what is your accuracy?
Oh jeez, my pool is
Is this
4.
average? If I
So
remember correctly?
so where you see combat abilities, you see those 3 like columns of checkboxes. The middle one is accuracy. And so
my accuracy is average.
yeah, okay. Since you're average, you're 1 higher, and so because
So
you're
it'd be a
1 step
3-1.
higher, it's a 3. Yeah.
So it's a 3-1, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Pog you.
What are you
Okay.
doing, dog?
So it's 4 dam.
This is on the crypt bat.
Yeah.
Wait, is the great bow just worse
I-
than a regular bow?
Say again?
I don't know. I start with it, so
Weird. We should look at that later. Or it might just be the same.
I think it's just supposed to be really big,
yeah.
like thematically.
You had 4 hits, or you had 4 success, or 3
I had 3 successes.
3 successes with 1 extra damage.
Yeah, 1 extra damage because I'm average. Yep.
Yeah, it's literally the same as your bow.
Yeah, you got him. With 4, yeah, you get him. So one of these bats, you take aim at one of these bats, and it just, you let your arrow fly, clean shot. You hit it, it starts to like flutter a bit to try and keep flight, and then just starts to fall and like glide down as you hit it right at the mark, or right in the mark.
I will
Nice.
make a loud noise. I will roar in triumph.
Everyone shoots their pants.
What did you say?
All the like crewmen shit their pants.
I mean, this is as loud as you've been. Like, this
Yep.
is.
I mean, the war cry of the fucking soul, that's pretty terrifying, so
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. You've completely undone the effects of Bagoosh's performance. Unbelievable.
No.
Bagoosh. Joe, would you like to do the same?
Yep, I'm gonna shoot my bow twice.
Oh, I thought you were offering him the war cry.
No.
Did he shoot twice or just once?
I just shot once.
Shoot again then.
Do you have metal?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I could. Oh sorry. Yeah, I'll shoot again.
yeah. May as well. I don't know how many of these things there are, but
All right. This time I got 2 successes.
So 3 dam.
So 3 damn. Yeah.
You managed to make contact with one of them, but it's still. Ooh, it's still fluttering. It's
Okay.
still coming in.
So I will
It's
take
like a good hit too.
my first shot on the one that's injured.
Okay.
So that's 4 successes with my focus.
You're
Deader than dead.
yeah, similar to how Sturdy Bark set the standard. You go above and beyond. You bring that one down.
Oh, actually, 5 damage. Cause
oh, you
longbows
you
do an
roll
extra
ballistic
dam.
skill
Yeah.
instead of the weapon.
Yeah.
Bring it down then.
button for that? There it is.
I think if you click the dice under
Yeah,
attack,
there's a
Yeah, I
die
found
right
it.
next to the
yeah,
weapon.
for
Yep,
the
and
die,
I'll
yeah.
spend my metal to do another shot on the next one. And that's gonna be also, it's gonna be 5
5.
successes, so 6
Yeah.
damage.
Damn. Just
I'm
explodes.
built for
Yeah.
this.
You just bring one down.
I will give out like a hoot or like a holler. Not a full war cry, but just like a celebratory shout.
Loris, give me your sails. Bagoosh, give me your what? I guess you're. Are you going below deck or are you still singing?
I said I'm gonna go bail water, right?
Dub.
For you, Bagoosh, give me. This is easy. Actually, can't say it's easy. You're a big guy. These are pretty.
I gotta
tiny
get
holes.
downstairs first.
Yeah, you got to get downstairs. So, for your athletics, I would normally say with how easy this is be like a 3-1, but for you, I'm gonna make it a 4-1 for you, buddy. You got to get down there. You got to navigate down these hallways. There's a lot of cramped spaces. You get it. You're able to get down there. You see the problem as you see a bunch of
hole.
yeah. You see the problem right there. You got one
What's the
hole
leak,
in the
man?
ship and water's coming in. You got another hole slightly above it. A little bit of water with the crashing of the waves is coming in, but you see one real steady stream and one about 50% right there coming in, and see a bunch of really afraid and frightened crewmen just kind of down here, are frantically trying to like board it up and bail out some of the water themselves, but these are lesser men compared to Bagoosh. As you
Aren't
come
we
on
all?
down with your big pails, and you get that water, and then you bring it back above deck, and you start doing God's work here. Shadel,
Mm-hmm.
you see Bagoosh just thunder down these hallways
Oh, thank God.
straight into lower deck, carrying large
Putting holes in the
pails.
floor.
What almost look like his large hands. One might say that his hands are like pails when there's mashed potatoes involved or something like that.
Giant shovels.
So you see him just barrel past you and start bailing out water. And when you get below deck, you see trouble. One of these holes well submerged underwater already.
Oh, Jesus.
Another one getting on its way. In fact, with your stature, this is gonna be a pretty dangerous scene for you very soon if you can't board these up and people can't bail out water. So give me a craft check. But what hole are you going to address here?
Okay, so one is gonna sink the ship and the other is potentially gonna kill me.
Well, they're both going to sink the ship, but one of them is well below the current water level of the ship, and the other one has like water coming in based on the crashing of the waves, right?
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna do the one that's above or higher level because I mean the one that's already below level I can't really get to in the first place.
I mean, you're able to stand there and work on it. It's just going to be a much harder, repair job.
Okay, so I can actually work on it. I'm not just gonna get
yeah.
sucked in immediately. Okay,
Yeah,
then
it's
I'll
not
work
a
on
big
that
enough
one.
hole
Then.
to suck you out. It's,
All right, then it's a more serious problem. I'm gonna go with the more serious problem immediately then.
All right. This is going to be a 5-3
All right,
in order to get
Holy
this
Moses.
fixed.
fucking go. And I
Yeah,
succeed.
yeah, you
I
get
have
it.
with the focus points, yeah. Just barely.
Like a wizard with a hammer. You come on down here. You assess the situation. You bark orders at the crewmen that are down here to get you some the necessary materials you need, and you you get this thing fixed. It's looks bam, good as new. Except a little ramshackle, but you could fix that later. You still have the other one coming up, but you definitely dealt with the current issue.
Early, we can't get hit by another cannon.
Let's find out. Again, you hear this thundering go off as you hear a whistle in the air. Or, I guess it would be Sturdy Bark, Joe, and Loris. You hear a whistle through the air. Right about when it's at its loudest, Loris, you feel something really tug on these ropes. As you look up, and right about when you look up, you see a chain shot kind of just go straight into the mast. Or straight to the mast that you're working on. And it brings these sails in, doesn't exactly crush the mast and break it, but it makes your sail pretty much indisposed. And essentially beyond work at this point.
Okay. Is this some sort of crafting check, or is it totally gone to a point of no repair?
When this occurs, Sulamek looks at the situation up above you and says, "Yeah, I'm not fixing that at this point." He looks around, what's going on. He's like, "I'm gonna head up to the front sails, see if we can get this to work. See if we can get ahead of this. I'll send the guy up there to try and untangle and hammer that back into place. Unless you want to climb up there," and he points over to a barrel full of planks. He's like, "You want to climb up there and try and get that back in, or no? It's up to you."
Yeah, fuck it.
And he's like, "All right," shouts out, "Get this man a hammer!" And a sailor stumbles up on deck, carrying a pail of water, and then this very, very soggy-looking hammer. Hands it to you, and basically collapses on deck as he just tries to bring himself over to the side to toss out this pail.
Okay. Am I making a check here, or is it like
Yeah, so for this round, you can give me you're actually going to give me 2 checks. You're going to give me an athletics check in order to climb the mast, or in order to scale the mast, and then you're going to give me a crafting check in order to attempt a repair on it.
Okay, crafting was the second. What was the first? Sorry.
The first one's in athletics. So the first
4.
one should be no issue, I imagine.
4, 3, 2, 5.
This is going to be a 4-2. It's not exactly the most. It's not exactly the easiest situation.
Gamer.
No problem.
Yep, you got it, no problem. So you're able to climb this mast, hammer in hand as well as planks in hand. And you can see the problem right here. The shot managed to put a nice crack in the mast here, and it's currently with the wind blowing and everything, it's currently risking break, or it's currently risking just breaking in full here. So you're able to kind of tell the crew on deck to pull on the ropes in such a way to kind of get it back where you need it. And once it's back where you need it, you can start your crafting check. So for this crafting check, I'm gonna need it. It's fairly simple. This is gonna be a 4-1. I mean, it's you're hammering a bunch of planks in to try and stabilize the mast. So let's say this is a 4-1.
For crafting, right? Or is it some
For
sort
crafting.
0.
Okay, you can stay up here for a round or two, so you don't have to climb again if you wish to continue taking this check. Sturdy Bark, Joe, we still have a couple of these bats coming in, and when I say a couple, I mean like a squadron of these bats flying in.
So anyway, I
Say
start
no more.
blasting.
They're
Exactly.
closer. They're closer now. They're like medium. You can now see the full size of these monsters.
All right. So target numero uno, I have 4 damage, Frank.
Yeah, you just explode them.
Target numero dos, I have 4 damage.
Yeah, you just take out 2 bats, just zink, just with deft skill,
Fucking just
taken out.
I rolled the wrong thing again, but it still works. That's 4 successes for 5 damage.
Yep, you're able to take out another bat.
And that's 5 successes for 6 damage.
just fucking smoking them.
Between the two of you, you managed to take out 4 bats. It's looking
8
pretty
are
good.
down.
That being said, there's still 6 bats in the air flying at you, and
Holy shit, there were a lot of them.
they're gaining extremely quickly. And by gaining, I mean they were medium, so they're gonna be short at the next round and basically on you. Bagoosh. Are you still gonna be bailing? Still helping out the lads below deck?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. Is Bagoosh the type of person to continue singing while he's going about his
Absolutely.
duties? You could give me 2 rolls. You give me a roll for your performance, that's following the same rules as before. And then you give me 1 for your bailing the ship. All right, you're stressed. There's a lot going on. You're not able to get it together for the entertainment. You're able to come on down with your shovel hands and just scoop out water. And every single time you come down and scoop water, it almost feels like it's a bathtub's worth of this stuff that you're getting out of here. You're in an ogre-sized bathtub too. There's a big lot of water in those. Shadel, you're down here fixing these holes, and then you see Bagoosh come on down and just heave out a bunch of this water, and you feel like you're not going to need your swim trunks that much longer with how things are going down here. But you still got this one glaring hole in front of you as the waves crash against it.
Do I hear this this chain shot hit the mat?
Yeah, you heard that.
What kind of check would I have to make to run up to the deck?
Okay, so each deck would be a different zone.
Yeah.
You're not impeded by any enemies between these zones. So moving between them, I would say you would be able to get up on deck within one go. I don't necessarily believe you would be able to climb the mast and start acting upon fixing the mast, though.
Yeah,
What
I
you
think
would like
I
to-
probably never succeed in climbing the mast, to be completely honest with you. How hard would it be to get Loris to pull me up to the mast?
How heavy are you?
I'm only 183 pounds.
How much is the all the metal on you weighing you down?
I mean, Loris is a big, strong guy.
I'm strong, but I don't know how strong I am.
I probably weigh something like 300 pounds with
Pulley
Yeah,
extra
I don't know.
systems.
I don't
We
know
got
about
pulley
that.
systems going on up there. Perhaps Bagoosh can assist in pulling you up. Fucking the resident strongman at the circus, Bagoosh, just running around doing everything, like lifting things.
Yeah, that's it. Bagoosh just fucking... Yeah, he just grabs me and runs me up and throws me to the top of the mast. How about that?
Little
What's the
torpedo.
check for that one?
You'll just have to toss me.
Dwarf tossing in our game. How dare you?
But it's up to you. Whatever you want to do here.
I think that's a plan for next turn.
So
If
you're gonna fix the hole.
I'm gonna fix the hole that's here, since
Or
I'm
one.
already here.
This is an easy one. It's a
This
little. It's
one's
a
an
little
easy one?
high. It's a little high for you, but it's an easy.
I know. Watch me fail this one somehow. No problem.
No, I mean you like look at it, and the
It's
second
very
you look
unlikely.
at it, the wood starts to just grow. It's like that efficient in building, repairing this thing.
Alright.
Round 5 starts with something that you can all hear. You all hear a loud screeching noise. An incredibly loud screeching noise. Those of you on deck, you can give me a you can give me an awareness. Loris, because of where you are, you can give me an awareness with an additional die.
DC4 or DC3?
This is going to be a DC. This is going to be a 4-2 in order to tell. In order to see what I'm describing. Okay.
I have one success. Oh no, I
Have we
don't.
already gone above deck after repairing this thing? Or
Yeah,
are we
sorry.
still below deck?
We can say that you repaired and then you're above deck at this point. So you can give it to me. You can give it as well.
Okay, you said 4-2, right?
Alright. I got one success, so I guess that's nothing.
So you hear this, but you don't necessarily see it unless you.
Oh, it's a hearing test?
No. Well,
Oh.
it's a combined one. So you're all hearing this, but it's a matter of looking in the right direction, noticing what made the sound.
Well, I need to know, because I get double rolls on hearing tests. Double training rolls, which would only be one additional roll, but it's something.
I guess for the sake of how it is, yes, it would be a hearing test because you hear it and then it's like pinpointing where the sound is coming from. So sure, I'll give it to you. Cool.
Alright. Is Bagoosh even gonna...
Bagoosh, do you wanna give it a shot?
He can't actually get it right, but...
What did I need for it?
It's an awareness test.
Awareness.
I don't believe I possess that in the slightest amount.
No.
Here you go, the old college try.
He did succeed. He got a 6. Wait, that means he has a better idea of what's going
awareness. I'm potentially aware of some things.
Okay, let me get the image I had for this. Here we go. You all hear the screech, and when Shadel, you look in the direction that it's coming from, you look straight at the ship, or at the Ravenous, the ship that's chasing you. And on the bow of the ship, you see an extremely large-looking creature with wings and claws, and it almost looks, with how it's standing, it's not standing exactly like this. This is just generally how it looks. With how it's standing, it almost looks like it's regal in nature. It's standing upright, and it's almost like pointing at your vessel. After the screeching subsides, you all kind of hear an almost rhythmic, like humming or a rhythmic sound that's starts out almost as like a weird droning that turns into what really sounds like some perverse singing or chanting or something of the like. in this moment that the crew of the vessel starts to just kind of they don't seem right. It almost seems like they're frightened, or that they just stop working their full, and it doesn't feel right to you. It doesn't seem right to you either. One would imagine that death being this close, they would be working even harder in order to get ahead here, or in order to get out of here.
This has somehow penetrated the mirth from the shanty earlier.
Oh, this
How could
has.
they pierce my veil like this?
Unbelievable.
It's round 5. Let's go up for round 5. What's happening now
Yeah.
is
5.
5. That's okay. What's happening now is the crew is almost looking lethargic. They seem like they're not really performing their tasks as well. And the bats that are flying in have managed to get close enough where you can see these creatures in their full unholy glory. These pale, pallid-looking monsters with bones jutting out of their back, carrying what look like rudimentary clubs and vicious claws, as they are thrown on deck by these massive bats. Before you, on deck 2 here, on terrain 2, you see 6. I wouldn't call them hulking, but they're almost these oddly muscular, very disturbing, hunched over monsters. These crypt ghouls standing before you. Now I'm going to ask everyone for an initiative on this.
3.
Is that a button on here?
No, it's just the
It's a
number you
number.
have.
It's 6 for me.
I'm gonna add them all.
Where is it on this sheet?
In combat
5,
abilities,
it's in
Combat,
combat
abilities
Uh,
are in that section.
above your
If you
armor
scroll
generated
down,
checkbox.
I'm just gonna type it in chat.
Oh yeah, I'll type it as well.
Ollie, what is Bagush's
2.
initiative? What?
2.
Okay. And I will have the ghouls initiative hidden here. Okay. Slap this in descending. The round count on top. Okay. Cool. So you see before you, like I said, these 6 ghouls. When the ghouls land or slam into the ship, they're meted with almost mixed signals here. You have a number of the crew that are now screaming in terror of these monsters before them, and you have other members of the crew that are just kind of looking upon them and are almost, like I said, they're almost drawn to them in a certain in a manner. They're not really acting rationally as it is, and as soon as they land and they notice the crew and they notice all of you, they let out a guttural scream as they start making their way towards various crew members in order to, well, indulge themselves, take a bite, as it is.
I have any gaff.
With that, Shadel, you may take action against them, or you may take take your turn against them.
Okay, what zone are they in, and what zone is everybody else in?
They're in 2, so there's 4 of them in 2, 2 of them in 3.
Okay. Is there anyone else in 3? Like any of
I think the only person
our
in 3
people.
right now is Sturdy Bark. I think everyone else is in 2.
Okay.
Loris is in 2, but he's in like 2.5 because he's up on the mast. So Loris would be able to like drop himself down and then start fighting.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong in that. Like Joe, I imagine you're on 2 versus 3, and I imagine
That's what
Sturdy
the
Bark
cans
is
would be,
3.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 3 for sure. Like
Yep.
I was near the front.
Okay.
So there's 4 on 2. There's 4 on 2 and 2 on 3.
Okay. Is there can I use this turn instead of to fight to have either Loris or Bagoosh help me to the mast and then do a crafting check on the mast?
You can. You know, I'll give it to you because, yeah, I'll give it to you. You're keeping in line with what you set out to do.
I'm driven.
Which one of you is in Bagoosh? Are you on deck?
I'm pretty sure I'm below deck because I was.
No,
below,
no.
wasn't I?
Remember at the beginning of the
Yeah,
awareness test, we said we both
You
want
would
to
have
both.
been like bringing up the water.
Because we already took the water out
So
and plugged the hole.
You should be on deck. So yeah, you can like ask Bagoosh or Loris to assist you here. For either of you to assist him, you're not going to give up your turn. You will functionally be using a check on Shadel's turn. But you would still get to engage in combat if you wanted.
So basically, I looked at Bagoosh and I tell him, toss
Throw
me.
Right.
Bagoosh, you lift him. He's not that heavy compared to other things you've been lifting.
Simple as.
Give me a. I guess you're gonna give me an athletics.
What's the DN?
It's not a hard target, so I guess this is gonna be like a DN 4-2.
Oh god, watch
mean,
him throw me into the ocean. Okay, no problem.
As,
Fucking Bagoosh, reliable as always.
Simple as.
So Bagoosh hoists you and throws you at the mast that Loris is at. Loris, you see this going on, and you suddenly witness this dwarf, this Duradin get hefted and tossed straight at you.
I'm like,
Do you what do you do here?
how far off the ground am I?
You're like 12 feet, 13 feet.
And I'm like suspended or kind of
You're
holding
like
off my leg?
holding on to the roping that's on the mast.
Does it look like it's coming for me or near me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at me or near me?
I mean, he
It's
succeeded.
it's coming at you.
Brace for
I-
impact.
I will drop and take the fall damage as he comes to take my spot and grab the rope.
I mean, I don't think you're necessarily gonna
You
take
can
fall
catch
damage
me,
from
dude.
this height. I mean,
You're taking the spot. You're grabbing the rope.
I don't necessarily
Fair
think you're gonna take fall damage from this height. You'll probably be able to brace yourself. It's only 13 feet, right? It's like
Yeah.
a man of your stature. You could probably brace yourself. You've probably done this 1,000 times, right?
Yeah, so I'll fall and be rattled, or I'll be
Yeah,
like,
so-
what the fuck happened
So
to me?
you fall and you take your place on 2. Shadel, you see these ropes on this mast as you're coming in close. Give me
Oh no.
yeah. I'm gonna have you work for this one.
Oh god, this is gonna fail.
You don't just get it. It's not gonna be that bad though, I imagine. Give me a reflexes. I think we're gonna go with.
Oh, that's generous.
I think we're gonna go with a reflex. I want a 1-4 here. I really want to say 1-5, but I think the ropes justify it being like the ropes being all over the mast justify it to being a 1-4.
Okay, alright. Oh, you mean a 4-1, right?
A 4-1, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because 1-4 is impossible. Alright, here we go. Oh, thank God.
Okay. So as you're getting tossed, Loris notices what's going on here, drops down, and you get tossed into Loris's place. Still a little lower than where Loris was. But you're able to grab onto the ropes on the mast and steady yourself, bring yourself in. And then get to work shortly thereafter. But I'm not going to say this turn, based on how things have gone.
That's
so
fine.
You'll be able to start working next turn.
Alright.
Sturdy Bark. In front of you are these two slathering ghouls.
Oh, yeah.
One of them
Drop
is
the
like
boat.
reaching towards a sailor near you. The other one's eyeing you up and getting closer.
Okay, Frank. I'm dropping a bow and whipping out the scythe. What is the defense on these things?
Average.
Okay. Okay, so I get. I'm good at melee, so.
So it's 3 for you because you're one
3.
step up on them, right?
Yep, you're up on the ladder.
Okay, so I will roll here as soon as I find my weapon. So it's a 3, you said? A target DN is 3? Yeah.
Yep.
And I can attack twice, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, well. You have 5 successes?
Yeah.
Plus 1
Might-
damage.
Mighty and powerful you are, eh?
Yes.
Wait. His weapons have special...
My weapon
Stuff.
cleaves.
What does cleave read?
I
I
gotta
don't
read it,
have
I
it
don't
in-
remember.
It's
I'm trying to
cleaving
find it right
slashing
now.
two-handed.
One sec, I'll find this
Yeah,
real
Uh,
quick.
let me
explain
find
what
it.
cleaving mean.
105... Cleaving...
If cleaving means you can attack
If you-
up... Go
If
ahead.
you roll a 6, you get 1 damage to all enemies within close range, so you hit the other guy for 1 for every 6.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Well, you hit the other guy for 1. So, the guy in front of
Slashing.
you bring your scythe to bear at this guy, and you just slice this guy straight in half. Right when you slice this guy in half, the other crypt ghoul near you, who's motioning and reaching for the crewman, he gets a hefty chunk of himself cut here too. But right when this ghoul dies, it lets out this guttural scream. And now suddenly the scent of blood is just abound on this vessel. It's just fountain blood here.
Yummy.
Upon this ghoul being felled, the other ones just start screaming as well. Their guttural screams get louder and louder as they just start lurching towards the other individuals on this vessel. Do you have another melee attack?
Yes, I do.
All right, this other guy's worked into a frenzy. He's got red in his eyes.
All right, so 4 damage to this guy.
Yeah, you're able to bring this guy down as well. When you bring this guy down, the crewman that he was lurching towards, he's just kind of in a stupor almost. He's not screaming. He's not really acting. He's just kind of laying back against the side of the ship, and he's not looking too great. But it didn't really seem like he was actually hurt or anything.
So Frank, I forgot to do something. On my rest as a tree person, I get to do like Sylvan Memories, where I get to pick like a stat. I'm not going to use it for these rolls, but I'd like to add one to weapon skill.
Okay.
So I'll just get an additional die, I think.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, cool. So that's my turn. Oh well, can I move after I attack twice or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
want
really
to
certain you can.
I want to move into zone 2.
Okay.
I've felled everything in Zone 3. I have, I have work to do.
On a rampage, dude.
That's
Holy
that's the
shit.
tree.
Joe.
Yep.
You're in zone 2. You've got 4 crypt ghouls in front of you. Or near you.
And Sturdy Bark is barreling towards you.
Okay, seeing that Sturdy Bark is coming to rescue me, I'm going to shoot the one closest to him. Using my point-blank range talent, I can ignore the disadvantages from being in close range. So it's just going to be a normal shot against their defense. Which was what again?
Their defense is average.
And because I'm good, it's a 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Wait. They're in the same zone. Isn't there a penalty?
I have a
has-
feature
he's got
that
point
ignores
blank
it.
range.
Oh,
He
okay.
can- yeah, he's
Okay,
still good.
so 5 successes for 6 damage.
Rolling very high, eh?
Yeah.
So as Sturdy Bark comes barreling from zone 3, it's almost like looks like this ghoul's trying to get in the way to stop this charging tree. One might say it's a fool's errand, but you see what's going on here, and you just put one straight through this ghoul's head, and it falls to the ground limp as Sturdy Bark begins to essentially trample over it.
I give Sturdy Bark a smirk, and then I'll spend my metal, and pretty much just like, as all these mists are sort of rolling over the ship that come from the enemy ship, it reminds me of the smoke of my home, all the defoliant, and I just sort of turn with it, and next thing you know, I am gone. I will use my Vanish talent to attempt to hide.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Very nice.
Bagoosh, there are 3 enemies in 2.
Limb smash.
They have average defense.
Limb smash.
Smash them, Bagoosh.
They have average? Well, I'm great.
Yes, you
That's
are.
2 or DN2.
Yes.
Where do I do this?
Wait, Alex. As Alex rolling, what did you do with your second action?
I hid.
Hide is an action. Okay.
Yeah, because I do double damage and set their defense to 0 on my next attack, essentially.
Holly.
Limb smash.
How do you like
It's
kill
amazing.
one?
What is your weapon?
I don't want to.
It's Claymore.
A claymore. Okay.
It's
like a
flam-
bastard
It's a
sword,
flamberge,
Flamberge,
technically.
I don't
It
want to
just
assume
slices
I
them
know
like
how
butter.
you're going to kill this man.
I'm going. I'm going
this
to
one
impale him
meat
so that I may eat him later.
So wait, say again.
I'm going to impale him so that I may eat him. He's like a skewer. I'm making a kebab
Ah, yes, a fresh kebab.
to wash it down.
Do you have another attack?
Does
I
it?
can use what is the thing called?
Metal.
The-
Metal. Do you have metal?
I think-
Yeah.
I
Everybody
should,
has
right?
one.
At least one.
Yes.
Everyone has at least one.
Yeah,
you get more if you
I'll
have
fucking shillelagh somebody else.
some.
Get out of my house.
So you like kebab one, and ooh, it's just not looking. That's not appetizing enough for you. So then you just look at another one, and you're like, ugh, another, as you just like slam it into the other one. They're not
just
exactly,
one bite.
they're not exactly dead per se, because they solidly are impaled on it, but they're pretty much inactive, right? Like, this is a large flamberge. You've impaled these 2 ghouls on it. They're kind of like reaching for you to try and like get a bite, but you're just eyeing them up. And you're like, nah, you're the one who's eating tonight.
Wait, I have a very weird question. Frank, was that a way of saying they're actually not? They're alive?
They're basically inactive.
Oh, okay. Because I saw Alex hit for the same damage and was confused. But
I think
they're-
for the sake of combat, they're dead.
I
but
get it. I get it. I
They're,
thought it
they're
was like
alive, but they're dead. They're not.
They
I
taste
wasn't-
better if
yeah.
you're wriggling.
I misunderstood. I didn't pick up on the RP. That's my bad.
Loris, there's one left here. Give
Okay.
us the go, and then
I will.
I
Yeah.
have to do a DM roll.
Yeah. I'll do the thing. Oops, I hit weapon skill. Where's my weapon? There it is. D and 3. You said they're average, right?
They're average, so I think you're a 3, right?
Melee bonus is equal to what? When you
You're
guys
good
lose your
melee,
bonus.
so you got.
I did 0, but I don't
No,
know.
no, no, no. The
Good
DN I know, Matt, but the second part that says melee bonus,
I think that's just 0 because
Oh,
everything is baked
0.
into your account. It's only if you have like a special.
it's like a special weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talon Hook, my man.
Sure. So you cut this one. You cut this one down. You bring your hook in, and you slice up and just cut it down. I have a question with regards to you though.
Yeah.
Do you see souls as they leave their
Yeah.
bodies?
Yeah. They
Okay.
kind of float like little will-o-wisps to the lamp. But if they didn't, then I
So
don't
no,
see them as dead.
these do have souls. These do have souls. So they don't need to be felled by your hook though, do they?
They need to die in my space or my whatever it is.
Your zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zone.
So you will have collected
The zone.
functionally 4 souls.
4
from
weak
this.
souls. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 4 weak souls. These are not strong souls.
Yeah, that's fine.
This would be the end of round. Let me do one thing. Hold on. Let me see. There's 5 of you. I am 1, and we're gonna go down the line on the bottom here. 5. Krishna, odds or evens?
Evens.
Pog.
Okay. So, with them getting felled, the captain, Sulamek, everyone seems like they're in high spirits. It seems like that if you could take them on, if you could take them on so easily, you should be able to take on whatever's coming your way.
Oh no.
Captain, he shouts, he's like, "Oh, this excellent! We're almost out, lads. But then again, maybe we don't need to leave. Perhaps we should stay." As he pulls out his sword. Upon him saying
Put that
this,
thing back where it came from. Where
upon him saying this, you all hear another loud screech. I want you to think like Nazgul from Lord of the Rings screech. Since I can't really like play music on Discord anymore. I want you to think that.
Mhm.
When you hear this extremely loud, ear-piercing screech, you look back towards the Ravenous, and you can all give me an awareness check. This is gonna be a pretty easy one. This is gonna be a 3-1.
Oh my god, I could actually pass this.
Loris, no.
I'm too dumb.
And Bagoosh 16. What is this high rolling? This is all his fucking gotcha luck. I can't believe this.
So, the 4 of you, when you look back at the Ravenous, you notice something very strange.
Oh jeez.
You notice that it almost looks like there's another set of sails that have come out on either side of it. And upon further inspection, you notice that these don't look like these aren't sails. These almost look very sinewy in nature, and they almost look like wings of sort. And right as this thought comes into your head, these wings, they raise up and then they just kind of flap down as this hulking behemoth just rises from the deck with one flap, a second flap, a third, and as it crests the leathery sails, you hold on. Let me get the picture.
Oh my god. So this is a giant bat?
I will brave the dreadnought.
I'll be repairing this fucking mast and we're getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this. Oh, that's a
Is it-
shitty picture. Oh well.
Is it what I hope it is?
What do you hope it is?
I hope it's a Terrorgeist.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, now I don't know what that is. Looking forward to it.
You
I
see
know
this
what that is.
giant
Oh God.
looking bat monster
All right, I'm down.
just rising from the ship and making its way very quickly towards your
Making its way
vessel.
downtown.
And atop this giant bat-looking thing, you see that very same Chael, you notice that very same individual that was on the bow of that vessel screaming before.
Is that some kind of Vargeist? Like, what is this?
This is a Terrorgeist.
Okay.
A Terrorgeist is...
Oh, sorry. I meant the one that was writing him.
Oh, that's riding it? No, that looks like a leader of some kind. Like a
Okay.
giant leader man.
Yay.
Sturdy Bark, you would definitely know what this thing is.
Okay.
I imagine Bagoosh might as well, depending where you've never. I mean, technically they're not in Shish.
I've never been to Shish, but like
But Geists aren't native to Shish. Weirdly
No,
enough.
they're not
So
dead.
some of you might know this. I would have definitely imagined Sturdy Bark. Sturdy Bark, you know this to be a Terrorgeist. You know that
Right.
it is an undead abomination. That takes this horrible visage of a bat. You know that their cries are able to reduce seasoned warriors to wailing imbeciles, and that every drop of blood that it draws only makes it stronger.
Okay.
You also know
Big lick.
that when one of these creatures is to be felled, it must be done very carefully, or you risk having its innards burst out. And its innards are, well, composed of shrieking bats.
I see. Okay.
Thought you were gonna say caustic.
No,
Not
no,
expected.
No, these are flesh eater counts. They are funny. They're not evil. They're funny. The captain, upon seeing this, looks to the rest of you and says,
Ligma.
he puts away his weapon and he says, "Perhaps we shouldn't stay here." And he says, "Perhaps we should get out of here, or more likely, I should get below deck, and perhaps you should all handle this."
I'm gonna stare him right in the eyes and say, "You keep steering the ship."
He looks back as upon you saying that. He says, takes like a big gulp, and he says, "Why, you know, you're right. The heroic, valiant captain of the Blackfin would never shirk his duties and responsibilities to his crew. I will brave this storm, and you will brave that thing." As he kind of like ducks down a little bit and like peers through the steering wheel to try and see past.
I will nod and find a place to hide.
This monster is upon you. It manages to, with only a few flaps of its wings, it's able to get onto your vessel, carrying its unholy rider. I will add them to, for the sake of consistency, I'm going to add them to the initiative and not keep them a secret.
Okay.
Frank, so now that I actually understand the rules for hiding, do you want me to roll a body stealth test?
Sure.
Okay, I don't know what... apparently the DN's based on, like, light, cover, and weather. I assume
Oh,
it is
it's dark.
darkish and
It's
misty-ish.
dark. It's dark. It's cloudy. It's like mist
thinking it's-
coming over. I'm thinking this is a pretty easy one. This
So,
is
yeah, I
probably
think
like a
you just pick the DN and then the number of
this is probably
successes.
like a 3-1.
Okay. Yeah, because
honestly.
I think it's just the first number is all that matters, and then the second number is compared against their natural awareness. So every monster is gonna have a natural awareness in their stat block. So if they would need a 4 or higher, or sorry, a 3, yeah, 3 or higher to know where I am right now.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say, did we have any effect from that cloak, or was that only with the talent?
No.
I think
So
that was
you're
the
hidden from any
talent.
creature with a natural awareness lower than the number of successes rolled.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the cloak is +1 defense.
Okay. We're at the top of the round. This Terrorgeist and its rider are effectively on 2. They're just kind of off. They're kind of like flying off the bow or off the.
Oh, they're
side
not
of
on the
spear.
deck yet?
But they're not. Well, they're within like melee range if you need to
Okay.
like swing at them.
Oh,
But
do
they're
whatever.
not effectively on the deck. Like it is like clawing using its lower claws at the railing to like try and get a stable footing. But admittedly, your ship is simply not large enough to really accommodate this thing safely, right? Like it's not able to really land on your ship. I'll change that to 2 enemies because there's the rider too. Upon it getting to your ship, it lets out a shriek. I need all of you to make a DN soul determination test.
Yeah.
It's a DN 4-2.
Okay, is this against being afraid?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us. I'm just gonna automatically fail.
How does advantage work?
Oh, determination. Hold
It's
on.
determination.
Do you have
Success.
fearless, Christian, or what do you have?
Wow, you actually succeed.
I have my class racial as a iron thing. I have advantage against being charmed or frightened, and I don't know how advantage works in this game.
So it's on page 126.
I'm
Is
fairly
that-
certain that
Since it's an opposed test, so when 2 characters are in direct opposition, the GM calls for an opposed test, blah, blah, blah. The default is a 4-1, though this can change in circumstances, benefit or hinder one party or another, see advantage, disadvantage below, which then says, the difficulty of the test is reduced by 1.
So
it was a 4-2, so you would succeed on a 4-1.
Okay.
The difficulty is the first number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Complexity is
it would be a 3-2 then. Yeah.
be a 3,
3-2.
which
Okay.
is worse for him, honestly. I think. But
Yeah, well, I only have one
soul, right?
soul, yeah, so
I think you and I cannot succeed.
Frank, this is me becoming frightened, right?
Yes.
Okay, I had the fearless traits. I get to make a 6-1 mind test
To
to
not be
resist. Okay, I'll just roll a d6, right?
Yep.
My mind is 1.
Yeah.
I just scream.
Nope. Okay.
alright, I got 1 success.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
1 success as
For
well.
all those of you who got 1 success, you can act this turn, but you can only make 1 attack this turn.
Okay.
Versus facing the full, the full frightened condition. Those of you who did not get 1 success, you are effectively, I believe it's basically stunned for the turn. I have to double check. What exactly does frightened read here?
Should be a conditions section of the book.
Yeah.
Trying to find it right now. Frightened, page 342. Roll 1 less die for all tests.
Sure.
Oh, okay. While the source of the fear is in line of sight, and you cannot move towards the thing you're afraid of.
So it's very similar to D&D.
Yeah.
So they're not. So the other
So,
folks aren't missing
I'm sorry,
attacks, right?
I misinterpreted this then. So you'll all be able to take your full attacks. Yeah, it's just a It's just
Advantage.
you'll have the disadvantage essentially. And for the sake
Oh
of
no, other
the
way around.
fact
It's
that
not disadvantage means you have a harder difficulty. This is you roll one less
Oh,
die.
yeah. So your bonus will
Oh,
be
so
-1. Can we even do that? I guess we can.
yeah, you can. You just roll one less die for
Gotcha.
your checks. So it does that. Shadel, you're up on the mast. You want to repair this thing?
Yep.
All right, give me your crafting. Roll one less die for it.
Let's see.
This is gonna be a DN 4-1. It's
4-1.
relatively easy. I mean,
Let's
this
see
is
if I can
just
do
hammer and nails.
that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
do
can.
that. Okay.
Okay, so you repair this, no problem. You dropping down?
I
Or-
mean, I can't do anything else, right? Other than
Or are you
move.
taking pot
We could
shots up
stay
here?
up here and snipe him.
Ah,
Zone 6, baby.
I mean, if I could stay up here and shoot him, I'm gonna stay up here and shoot him.
Yeah,
I
mean,
guess.
how many hands do you need for your gun?
It's not a large gun.
Yeah, so then you're
Well,
fine.
It's a pistol. It's a
Yeah,
pistol.
then you're fine. You're good. You can keep
Yeah.
one hand on the ropes.
All right.
They trained you for this back at
Fucking-
aeronaut school. You're good.
I'm used to flying in the air. It's fine.
Yep.
All right. So I could. I guess I use a metal and I could shoot. Is
Yep,
that
you can
essentially
shoot.
the situation? Okay.
You have two
what
targets. You have the Terrorgeist or you have the Abhorrent Ghoul Queen.
What's the defense for both of them?
The Terrorgeist's defense is great. The
Are we
Ghoul
supposed
Queen's-
to know this?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's like...
Defense will know. Armor, I'm not sure we would actually
You
know. I
won't
think
know
Frankie
the
would
armor.
hide that from us.
You won't know the armor. You'll know the defense.
Got it.
The Terrorgeist is great. The Ghoul Queen is good.
Okay, I'm shooting the Ghoul Fiend then.
Okay.
And I have good accuracy. So.
It's like the same as us
be-
knowing AC, Tommy.
Be a 4-1 -1. Okay. 1. And I use a focus point, so I have 1 success, so I do 2 damage.
Okay.
Assuming he has no armor. Which he probably doesn't.
You shoot at it, and your shot finds its mark. Your shot finds its mark. It looks as if it comes in and really hits its arm. A bit of like blood kind of gushes out from it, but it like looks down at it and it almost like touches it and it kind of heals a little bit. From its simple touch there. But it still looked like it was in pain, if not for that fleeting moment.
Alright.
The Ghoul Queen will go. With the Ghoul Queen being on the Terrorgeist's back, she's going to attempt to do the following. Okay, she doesn't get this. She like waves her hands, and then she like touches the Terrorgeist, and her hands start to glow like an almost purplish, and then it kind of like fades, and she looks almost angered at what happened here. She can't do anything else from its back, so she's done.
Frank,
Yep.
on 1 success, we can walk towards it still, or are we not able to?
You're in melee range of it.
Oh, excellent. Okay,
Yeah, you're in melee
that's
range.
fantastic.
Effectively, everyone who's on 2 is effectively in melee range of it, so you're okay. I would simply ignore that part of it.
Okay.
But you do have one less die roll for all your rolls this.
So they are both within close range of me, you would say.
They are, yes. So if
Okay.
you get a good cleave, you can hit both of them.
Okay, I will. And we can only take one attack return, or is that?
No, you
with that-
can take
Okay,
your
excellent.
full. You can take your full.
Excellent.
I
Okay,
think you lose a dice, right?
That's
Because
okay,
of your-
because- it turns out I got a dice I didn't expect to get, so this is great.
okay, so it cancels you.
I'm going to attack, and you said the D. Okay, you said what is their defense? Let me. I'm attacking the queen.
Good.
Hers is good.
Hers is
The
good.
Geist is great.
Okay, so that I'm good melee, so they'll cancel out at 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ties are 4.
All right, so target again is 4. I do not have a melee bonus, so I have 4 successes. Whew. And I will actually bump that with the focus points to 5th success.
Yep.
So that's 6 damage because of the +1.
Actually, I will bump the 5 to a 6. So it's 5 damage, and I hit the Terror Beast for 1.
I
With
like
cleave.
that.
Yeah, because it's hard to hit him, right? So
I like you're figuring it out. You
Yeah,
cleave off of
I'm sitting
her.
here thinking we should maybe use Soulfire on
I
his
don't even know
attack.
what that is.
It makes it so you roll all 6s.
What?
It's the resource for the Soulbind.
Oh.
You might want to pop that
okay.
on me since I'm gonna do double dam.
Oh shit! Yeah. That
Are you
might-
gonna do double dam?
Yeah, he's hiding.
Oh, you're hiding. Is that really the way that works? I thought it was just
And
advantage.
ignore armor.
Double damage. Okay, so you're gonna. I'm gonna leave the beastie to you.
I'm Big
gonna attack
Nuker.
the queen again.
Okay, so the queen, you slice at her, and she recoils.
Wait, do I get 1 focus point per turn, or is it per
Yeah,
attack?
you get 1 per turn.
Okay, so I've used my focus point, so it's another 2 successes. So I hit her for another 3 damage.
Okay, you don't cleave through, right?
No cleaves this time. No cleaves.
Okay, so the first round was 6 damage, right?
First round was 5 damage to her,
With
1
one
damage
cleave.
to that.
Yeah, 1 to the beast, and then this round it's 2.
Just 3 damage to her.
3? Okay, perfect. You swing into her, and she starts like gibbering, like
Oh.
as it almost is like she's ranting at you, like just talking down to you. The Terrorgeist goes. This is what I'm afraid of.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, I have plus
No,
1
no, Frank,
defense.
please. We're the ones who's going to be afraid.
Goodbye, ship.
The ship is still whole for now.
Let him come at me. I have plus 1 defense.
Watch him just take a swipe at the mast and I go.
No,
fall into the
no,
ocean.
stop. We need that.
Um,
I am approaching his size.
yeah, you're big. It's going to attack you,
Good. This is what I want.
Sturdy. What's your defense?
My defense is. Alright, so my defense. Where do I find that?
It's that third
It's,
column checkbox.
your defense is great.
Actually, my defense is superb.
Oh, is it?
Because I have the bulwark talent, which is when you're in range of 2 things, in close range of 2 enemies, you get a plus a stage.
Oh wow.
It's amazing.
Jesus Christ!
That's crazy.
It attacks you. Its attack is great, and you're superb.
I am superb.
So it's gonna be on 5s?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 down.
That's insane.
Yeah, this
Holy
is-
sh-
You guys actually might be able to do this proper. Okay, so it's going to attack you with its...
Oh, Frankie, I forgot.
What?
Silly me. This is Age of Sigmar. That's not a Terrorgeist. That's a Royal Terrorgeist.
Yes, technically that is a royal Terrorgeist. I mean, it's being flown by a ghoul queen. It is royal. It's going to attack you with its mouth. It's just going to kind of like reach out with its maw and try and take a good chunk.
Okay.
And it needs 5s to hit you? Or to
It
do
needs
damage
5s to hit
right?
me, yeah.
I
Yeah.
see.
So
Holy shit, 8.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay, Frank.
How much damage?
I have
does
3
it do?
armor. What does that mean?
It reduces each damage hit by 3.
So it's 2 damage per. Plus it's... Hold on. Am I not reading this properly?
Is it 2 plus success? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's 2 plus successes, so it's 4.
Yep.
So
you,
it's hitting me for 4, and I have 3 armor.
so
So
you
it'll
take
hit you
1.
for 1.
Okay.
Fucking, I mean,
Do you have toughness or no?
I have 8
Yeah.
toughness.
Okay.
you now have 7 toughness.
Oh, that's 7 toughness. All right.
Yep.
It's okay. Our guy can heal for 4.
What?
It now swipes at
Oh,
you
okay.
with its with its like front claws.
Okay.
Holy shit. I'm glad I'm not there. I'd be fucking dead.
All
I'm
right.
not
So it
sure
looks
we're
like
doing
it hits
So
me
it gets,
twice.
It
Oh,
gets
3 times.
3.
Hits
So
you.
it's gonna deal 4 because it's 1 plus successes. Here.
Okay, and then
Okay.
that's again reduced my armor, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So it
Take
hits me
another
for
1.
1. Okay. This Rachel is very broken.
You are like the big tanker.
What?
I mean, we need it. Otherwise, like, almost anyone else I think would just be dead right now, yeah. Or taking a wound, rather.
Joe, your go.
Question: how much
Do it
soulfire
for
do
the
we
tree.
start with?
Do we want to use Soulfire for this turn?
Unclear, but we should still figure out.
Yeah, if Alex is hidden.
Like, everyone needs to basically say yes or no. To avoid
I
a penalty.
approve. 'cause
But
I want
also,
to see how it
how mu-
works,
how
so I
much do we
understand
I
how it
have?
approve as well.
I trust
'Cause
my
it says-
humans in my party. I have a tree.
I have
Oh,
literally
I realized
no idea
that-
what else I can use
I realized
these for,
I
so.
forgot to push my push to talk. Do we? How much maximum soul? So we have max soulfire of 5. How much do we start with?
I think you start with 5. If I'm
Start
not
with Maxia.
Yeah.
Can you form the soul pact?
And if we killed this thing, I'm sure it will give us a major soul or whatever for Tommy.
And,
so
and
we
people
can get
want the
point back
Terrorgeist
anyway.
down before the caster.
I don't think so.
Because
I have
feel
no
like
idea.
I feel like we're more
I'm
scared of
not
the
sh-
caster.
You're the only one who can really hit the.
Yeah, maybe
well,
you Wait.
I mean,
It
we ha-
doesn't ignore defense, right? Oh, but it will be
I-
automatic 6.
His attack
no,
ignores
it's
defense.
because I'm invisible, because I'm not seen. It's automatic pour, and because I have backstab, it ignores armor and does double damage. So it's which one are we
Okay.
trying to take out first? That's question 1. Because in theory,
Uh,
every turn I could just do this and pop a soulfire if we're like, oh wow, no one else can break through. I was gonna lean towards the
Just
caster.
shoot them out if you're shooting for a million.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's only the first attack that's going to be a backstab, right?
I can do it every turn.
Well, yeah, you'd have to go vanish and
Yep,
all that.
that's
Yeah,
the plan.
shoot them out, bro.
Shoot
Shoot
them-
them
alright,
out.
Yeah,
I
I
will-
would shoot them
I
out,
will
yeah,
pop-
you're right.
But just before we do that, I would like to bring one point to attention
Mhm.
that the Ghoul Queen can only do certain things while she's mounted, and then once she's dismounted, I assume she gains the full usage of her abilities.
I mean, I'm
Or
sure
the
he's not gonna kill the thing. I think
Okay.
we should all hit the Ghoul
Sure.
Queen.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Because like he said, I think he's really the only one that can reliably hit this stupid thing.
That's my expectation. as well.
It depends how much Goldie can push out.
Yeah, so I will see that people are struggling to injure this, and like I know this, I can make this shot, and I'm gonna draw on that power of our pact, of our binding, and line up the shot. So my dice pool is 5, and the damage
Right.
is 1, and sneak attack or backstab is
So you
double
do
the
12.
damage and ignore armor. Yeah, so because we're doubling the number of dice. Oh wait, sorry, we're getting 6 on everything,
Well,
and then we're doubling
wait,
the total.
hold on.
Yeah,
Click the attack button, and then we'll just count them as successes. You know what I mean? Like roll an attack.
yeah, because we're assuming they're all 6s, and so I had 5 dice. They're all 6s, so they all succeed, which they would have anyways.
Yep.
And then this is double the damage. So the damage is 6, double to 12, ignoring armor.
Yeah.
12 damage, ignoring the armor.
Yep.
This was one shot.
This was one shot.
What, really?
You-
Holy
You
shit.
like put this right in its chest. right? And when this shot lands, this thing screams. An extremely loud, ear-shattering scream. So loud that it seems like its rider is taken off guard by this, as it kind of like shakes and buckles a bit. And it almost like heaves over a little bit onto your deck. This thing looks very, very hurt.
The Ghoul Queen or the Beast?
Oh, the beast.
With that, I will smirk and I will slink back into the misty shadows and hide behind the mast.
Roll it.
What's my DN with the cover of the mast and the mists?
How the tables have turned, Alex.
Let's say this is a. Let's say this is a DN.
But no, you just roll and then it's based on their natural awareness, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need a DN to succeed against, and then their
So
natural
let's
awareness
see,
is
let's
against
say you're
total
succeeding
success.
against
right.
a 3-1. Let's say at this point.
Yeah, so
You're
the
hiding
second
behind
number
the mast, yeah.
doesn't exist. The first number doesn't exist, and then
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
Yeah.
I have I have 4 successes because of my focus point. So they need a natural awareness of 3 to see me, or to be aware of me,
Okay.
Well, no-
and that's my turn. I'm gonna go look up how they can look for me.
Bagoosh. What do you do?
Is the bat dead or just like...
Oh, it's
Prone.
still alive, but it's like
Oh.
very, very ugly looking.
Okay. Okay.
Bagoosh.
I smack it.
You smack the ghoul, the Geist.
Yeah,
With the
Yeah, I'm
two
gonna go for
ghouls
it.
still wriggling on your sword.
yeah, they're still on it.
It's got great defense and you've got great offense, right?
Yes.
Very good. So it's a 4. Is what you're looking for?
Okay.
How much So wait, that's 3 successes, 2 focus points. So
4
this is-
successes, right? Because you bumped that 3 to a 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you deal 1 extra damage. So what's the damage look like here?
I mean, and his talent makes him do 1 more damage for each level of focus and weapon skill.
Yes.
My
So
God.
just tell me what you're doing here.
So,
So the-
he's gonna
That's
he's gonna do 6.
Sure.
And Goldie, you did how much before?
12.
You did
was
12?
12.
Yeah.
And he did 6. Okay, we're looking fresh here.
We didn't mean to break the game with our custom archetypes.
No. This is fine. So you slam into its head, I imagine. So you can't really reach much else. Yeah. Or are you cutting off an ear? Where were you aiming?
Cutting off an ear. I'm just gonna go for the middle.
Oh, so you're just like stabbing in.
Yeah.
All right, so you're
We have to finish the kebab.
yeah, you've got these ghouls on your kebab, and you just kind of like bring it into this thing's
Just
chest.
push them in.
And you hit your mark. I mean, you're sliding this sword in, but this
Sliding
thing's still
through.
moving, and it's still like screaming. But now it's screaming, and looking right at you, and you can just see its gnarled maw and its beady eyes looking straight at you.
I lick my lips.
You have another attack.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, this one without the bonus.
Wow.
That's 5
That's
successes.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucking jabbing it.
So you did 6 before, and you did 5 now.
Yes.
Very good. So you bring this in, and you just what do you do? Your flamberge is currently in
I'm
there.
sawing.
You're just sawing. You're cutting off a piece.
Yeah.
This thing
You,
is
you gotta
screaming.
carve the turkey.
This thing is screaming as you're just like humming merrily as you carve off a piece of it.
My God.
It's just a little hors d'oeuvre for me.
The hell is this thing still alive?
Loris, go ahead.
Is this thing still functional?
This thing looks like it is beat to shit.
But it's still moving.
It's still, like, moving and screaming and looks like it's about to bite down on Bagoosh.
He can't bite me. I'm the one who bites.
Okay, I'll go for a chop on it. It is...
It's great.
It is great, so it's the N5 then, right? Because the one up on me. So 3 successes, because I bumped 2 4s up to 5s. So 4 damage total.
How do you kill it?
What is a talent? As a talent hook, it is slashing. So I should Google what this looks like, because I don't even...
It's like...
Think of it like a halberd of sorts.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a bill hook.
Yeah, it's like
oh.
a bill hook, except instead of like a... It doesn't really look like a hook. It's more like a crescent blade at the end or something like that.
I'm gonna chop off this thing's head like the King's daughter did in Lord of the Rings to the Witch King's mount.
Okay, sure. For the record, your character portrait, the one you have under Loris, that weapon it's holding is...
That's accurate? Okay.
Yeah, that is accurate.
More accurate.
Sure, so you bring your hook in and you just slice at its neck with Bagoosh under you, and this thing just... the neck comes clean off. You just sever it. And with that, the wailing stops.
Nice.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
as its neck comes off, you notice this large... well, you notice large red beady eyes inside of its neck, or in the hole that you've made.
Right.
Everyone on 2, you all take 4 damage.
Does my cover...
Reduce
Mine
my
too?
armor?
This is reduced by armor.
Does the cover from the mast help at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm on the
Alex
mast.
Copium.
Am I 2 or 6?
You're in 2. You're in 2, for the sake of this, yeah.
Can it be reduced to 0? I have 4 armor.
It can be reduced to 0.
I take nothing.
Okay, I take 3.
What do you
Fucking
actually
rough.
record damage to this thing?
You just
It's
change your
under
toughness.
Oh, there it
toughness,
is.
right?
Yeah, which category is toughness in?
It's next to initiative and armor.
Combat
Like,
abilities.
standard ladder.
So I'd go
You've got
from
4 armor, Tommy?
from 8
I do.
to 6.
I have heavy armor by default.
That is 1 more armor than the Terrorgeist has.
Yeah, I have 4 armor. This thing clicks off me.
Yeah, his conclave gives him an extra 1 as well, I think.
Yeah, the, Bagoosh put it to 1.
Of course.
Bagoosh put it to 1, so,
Yeah,
You have
I'm
one
in
more
the same
attack
boat
in
with
you.
Bagoosh.
and
Yeah.
much like how the Witch King descended from his mount, so descends the Ghoul Queen, as she, I would say gracefully for what she is, lands on the deck.
Alright. Sturdy Bark, did you take damage here?
I did, sir.
How much?
I am at 5 out of 8 right
1.
now.
Alright.
Oh, right.
I will spend 3 of my fucking soul to heal him for 3. So I have 1 soul in the tank. And I will pass my turn, so you are now at full.
Thank you. I will make a nice battle roar. And
Oh, as you slay this giant Terrorgeist, you get a great soul. Like, you get a not a lesser soul.
Got it. So if we have, I think it's an action. Yeah, as an action, I can give us back a soul fire or whatever.
Very nice.
Was this a chosen or a champion?
This would be a chosen, because I'm fairly certain.
Oh,
Queen
big
is a
boy.
champion.
Okay.
And I pass my turn.
Actually, no. The Terrorgeist is the champion. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Terrorgeist
Either
is
way,
the
he still gets a big soul.
You got a big soul for the soul fire.
Shadel, your go.
Are we still frightened?
No.
The Terrorgeist is dead,
Oh,
so
you,
no.
you slayed the Terrorgeist, you are much less frightened now.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay. So the mass is already recovered. Neil, okay. What happened to the like bats inside of him? Are they out and about
That's what
now?
did
Yeah,
the damage.
they kind of exploded out and then fluttered around, and then they dissipated.
Oh, they went away. Okay, okay. Then I just shoot this fucking lady. Putting it nicely.
You sure there's not one more bat left, Frank? So my talent triggers.
I'm sure there's not one more bat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, there's a mouse. We attacked mice earlier. Mice are threatening.
We're sure there's not a second enemy in range.
Alright. So, it was good on good, if I remember correctly, so...
Yep, she's got good defense.
And I no longer have a -1. Oh! I fucking blast her for 5.
5 damage.
Trusty blunderbuss.
So you blast her for 5 damage.
Yeah.
Oof. You level that barrel on her and you let one go and you just slam it into her shoulder as she recoils.
Oh, another note. One of them, I used the focus point to make it a 6. So, the Vulcanized pistol has rend, which reduces armor by 1 every time you get a 6.
Forever or
Forever. As far as I know.
I'll have to read it. So you
Let me make sure that's the case.
you reduced its armor by 1, right?
Yeah.
I assume this happens at the same time as your attack, so yeah. So you would have dealt.
I'm not sure actually.
So
A
you would
rend
have dealt.
weapon can destroy armor. When attacking with the rend weapon, each result of 6 in your tackle removes 1 point of armor. The armor is destroyed after the attack, so the target gets its usual armor bonus when deterring damage from your attack.
Target's
The target's
armor
armor is permanently damaged and must be
damaged.
repaired.
Okay, so you dealt how much damage here, ignoring the rend part?
5.
5. Okay. And then you've lowered her armor by 1.
That's after. That's at that last phase.
Afterwards.
Yep.
Afterwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's at -1 armor.
Oh.
What the hell?
No, it's like -1 armor. For
Oh,
what
I
you-
see. Okay.
Okay, I was like, wait.
The armor pen now.
That's
You,
dude, that's
you
my
looked
language.
back around the armor pen. So yeah, she's at -1 armor from her base armor, but you don't know what her base armor is. Okay, cool.
Okay. And then I use metal and I shoot her again.
All right, let's see him.
And this time I hit her for 3.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's her turn. We're just gonna remove the round counter here. She attempts to cast a spell.
What are my options?
This is where I die.
What are your options?
Yeah, I mean, I'm standing next to her. Can I do something about it?
I don't.
Unless you have a
believe-
talent or something, I
I
don't
don't
think so.
believe so.
No, sir. All right.
Don't worry, it's not that bad, or it shouldn't be.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she casts Malefic Hunger. Because she has 2d6 plus 2 automatically, so she succeeds with 4 successes. So she casts Malefic Hunger. When she finishes casting the spell and muttering her enchantment, you see her like eyes start to glow an even brighter red. And you almost see her like kind of like lurch forward and kind of like swell a bit. After that, she proceeds to look at Bagoosh
Uh-huh.
and swings at you with her talons.
Uh-oh.
Why not sturdy bark?
Well,
Bagoosh fucking impaled his thing. her thing.
That did
Also-
happen. Mhm.
He's
I don't
also
have
a lot
blood
squishier.
either. Yeah, she can eat him. She can't eat me.
Yeah.
That is true. She does actually technically prefer to go towards
She doesn't
living
need fiber and
When I
iron.
say living things,
Yeah.
she prefers to attack things that actually can spill blood because she's hungry. She's a hungry
Right.
girl.
Guess she's not getting a bark chip from me.
This could be bad.
Oh wait, what's your defense, Ollie?
Great.
She's also great. So she's
body.
got 4s. She gets 2 plus this 3 damage at you.
2 damage. Yay.
Ollie, I need you to make a DN
Oh, no.
4-3 body fortitude test.
What the? This is the man to make it, though.
True.
Oh, you're not feeling shit from her.
Well, I'm feeling something else, because what happens when you're at X of X wounds?
You get a... Oh, at wounds? Well, you're at 0 wounds right now.
You
Yeah,
get
I-
the
I-
toughness
Is that
as your
different
health.
from...
Your toughness has to go down to 0 for you to get a wound.
Where the fuck is that?
It's on next to your initiative and armor.
Oh,
and metal.
there it is.
She
Yeah,
dealt
page 151.
she dealt only 3 to you.
He has 1 armor, so she dealt 2. Yeah.
She
Okay.
dealt 2, sure. What's your toughness?
7.
Oh, you're fine then. What?
No. He's got 2.
Well, I have 2 left now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine then.
Unless she attacks again.
Well, she's going to attack him. She's not going to attack you.
She's gonna attack me.
I
No,
can
she's
give
she's
people
actually
back.
going
wounds.
to attack Loris because Loris dealt the killing blow.
Whoa!
Her attack's great. Your defense is great as well.
Mine is good.
So she's on 4s.
She's on 3s, right?
Yes, actually. Yeah, 3s. So
Was she on 3s?
I have
Because hers
good.
is great. His defense is good. Her
Ah,
attack is
so-
great.
she's got 5 here, and she does 6. It's 1 plus number of successes. So she's got 6 to you. It's piercing slashing. I don't know if your defense is
6 total.
Yep.
All right, so she deals 2 to me because I have 4 armor.
Yep. I need you to also do a body fortitude check. 4-3.
42 4. Pog.
You're good.
Do we think trees have to make the fortitude check?
I think you do.
Frank, what did I
Okay.
feel happening to me?
It felt very... When her claws made contact with you, it felt like there was the pain of it rending your flesh a bit, but then there was like this weird sensation afterwards, almost like this stinging, tingling sensation, almost. Okay, she's... Sturdy Bark, go ahead.
Yep. Gonna
Just lay into her. Just fucking kill her.
That's right. Gonna take some slashes here. So this is I am good on melee. What is she?
She's good on defense.
So that would be 4s, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have no bonus. All right, so I have 2 successes, and I
Okay.
will bump another one up. So I'll have 3 successes plus 1 extra damage. So that's 4.
Okay.
And I will attack again for the DN4, and that's another 3 successes. So I hit her for 8 damage.
Okay. Got it. She look when you make contact with her, she like doubles over and then she like turns around and hisses at you. But it looked like you dealt a pretty substantial blow to her.
Sounds good. I will pass my turn.
Joe.
I am going to step out from behind the mast and shoot her. I assume she does not know where I am, so her defense is 0.
What did she need to know where you were?
I think it was a 4.
3 or better
3.
natural awareness.
Oh, she knows where you are.
Oh no. Okay. Then I will blast her.
I want you to think of it like this. She knows where you are. She can smell you. You've got that juicy
Oh
blood.
yeah. Oh yeah. So my accuracy is good.
Her defense is good.
So it's the 3?
Four.
Four.
Fours are
Four.
ties.
Okay.
4s are the average. Yeah.
Alright, pop a bow attack. So bump the 3 to a 4, so that's 4 successes for 5 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot her again.
Yeah, knowing that she can sense you on a 3,
Yeah.
hiding might not be the right call anymore.
You'd have to succeed quite a few times.
I'll bump the 3 to a 4, turning that into 4 successes for 5 damage.
Success focuses is one
Yeah.
per turn,
Per
not
turn,
per
not
attack.
per attack.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good call.
So it's 4 then?
Yep.
It's 4.
I guess that's
Okay.
extra incentive to do the stealth thing. I'll move to zone 3.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's my
Got it.
turn.
Bagoosh,
I stab.
you never tried royalty before.
I don't know if that's actually true.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, he's got that jester hat on, right?
I don't think I'm wearing a hat.
Oh, the picture. I guess that's not a Flamberge in the picture, so that's fair.
5 successes. You can bump one of the... Oh, you can't bump it up.
I cannot, in fact, bump anything
Yep.
up.
So 5
May as
successes
well save him.
with 1 extra damage. What's your total damage?
It's plus another 2 damage from Warrior Elite, so
Gonna be an 8.
8.
Yeah, so it's 8.
Jesus. What the fuck?
And then I stare at her and I say, "I'll fucking do it again."
She screams. And you're gonna do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, you did it again.
This time I'll spend the focus to make that 3,
Very good.
which is 4 total then.
Alright, you're good.
Shit. How much health does this bitch have? Oh, Jesus.
A fair amount. You guys are definitely lopping it off, though. In fact, the rend is very useful. Like, holy shit, can you stack that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to roll a 6 or
I'm
a
beginning
5.
to understand why focus is good.
Yeah.
Focus just lets you hit the thing.
Like
Hit
focus, soulfire, like Tommy's executioner talent is actually insane with soulfire usage.
Yeah.
Loris, your go.
I will attack once.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my weapon? Here it is. And we're tied, so it's 4.
Yep. Ooh.
So I'm gonna spend both. I'm gonna spend 1. So it's
Sure, so
6
you'll have
damage
6.
total.
Nice.
And then for my
Wait.
What?
Wait, you got 2 6s.
Oh, thank you. But she's not incapacitated, prone, or restrained, right?
You already hit her once, right?
No, I hit the bird.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
So
Fair
now she's restrained. So the 6s don't do shit. But so it is a total of 6 damage.
Okay.
And during my second action, I'm going to spend my good soul to give us back the soul fire.
Okay.
And I pass my turn. And she's restrained now, which I think means she can't leave our zone, though I could be wrong.
Yeah, she's stuck
Yes.
here. So she can't go running after Joe. Shadel, pump a shot into her.
We'll do. Wait, what am I? Here we go again. All right, I got a 6 in there, so I do 3
Shred her
damage
again.
and I shred 1 armor.
And you did how much damage?
I do 3 damage because 2 successes plus 1. Oh, I keep doing ballistic skills to the weapon.
Okay.
Whoops. Yeah.
Taking another shot?
Yeah. Actually do the weapon this time. And I use focus to make the 5 a 6, so I do 4 and rend another armor.
Alright. She's looking bruised, battered, and pretty beaten.
And since I can move, I'm gonna go to zone 3 as well.
Okay. She looks at the three people in front of her, and she's gonna give you guys the Talon spec. This one's coming at you, Sturdy Bark.
Uh-huh.
She's great. You're also great, right?
Yes, I'm currently great. So
So this is 4s. She
Okay.
gets what?
Four
of these
successes.
plus the
3.
ones, so
4.
it's going to be 5 damage to you.
so I will take 2.
Give me a body fortitude. The body fortitude test. It's 4-3.
4-3, you got it. Okay, I have 1 success.
Buck a W.
You feel sick.
I feel sick.
Can you
Tree
be
is-
poisoned?
It doesn't say anything about me not being able to be poisoned, so I believe so.
You are poisoned currently.
What is that condition in this game?
I want to say it's like minus on rolls.
I think it's the same as
Same as fear.
here. Let me get the rolls out for everyone, and then I'll look.
Yeah, please.
I got it. Poison. Dice
Uh,
pool is reduced by 1 for all tests.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure. So
So,
it's the same
yeah.
as the other one.
The same, except you can move as much as you want.
So the second one's going to be against Bagoosh. This is going to be, you have good defense, Arlie, or is it great?
I have great.
So it's going to be 4s again. So she's got 1, 2, 3. So she's got 4 damage coming your way.
Ooh.
3, sir.
You do not have to take the test again because you've already resisted the poison.
Mm-hmm.
And then Loris, you have...
He's gotta take a wound.
Yes, I will take a one from that.
Okay.
Is it a
when you
minor
take a
wound or like?
she goes like nutty. Like she almost looks like she's like frenzies a bit. Loris, you take 4 damage.
Okay, so I take 0, and I already passed the check.
Yep. And then because she's frenzied, she attacks you again, Loris. This time you take 6, 7 damage.
So that was at me.
Yeah, you. So,
So I take
3
3,
because
yeah.
you're at 4.
Okay.
Sturdy Bark, you go. She, though she looks frenzied and is like freaking out, she looks very much like in pain.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm poisoned, so I'm gonna lose 1. I'll do a -1 for my thing. But you said she's good and I'm good, right? Defense.
Yep.
She's good. Okay, so it's 4s. Submit and then -1 for melee bonus. I got 4 successes.
Nice.
Nice.
So 5 damage, and then let me know if I should attack again.
Yep, you can attack again.
And then I will bump 1 up, so that's 2 successes in this one.
So 3 damage.
Yeah, so 5 damage in the first attack, 3 damage in the second attack.
You like seem like you cut a piece of her like wing off, and she's like screaming.
All right,
Joe,
I'm done.
Start blasting.
bang.
It's difficulty 4. I will turn that 3 into a 4 to make it 4 successes for 5 damage.
Okay, she's still reeling.
Okay. I'm gonna 1, 2. I'm gonna try to hide again.
Okay.
What's the difficulty? You said it was 3 before?
Yeah, it was 3. You're a zone away, so let's make it it's 3-1 for you. You're good.
So yeah, 5 successes.
Yeah, she can't see you.
Oh wait, no, 4 successes. I can't do math.
Bagoosh? Oh wait, no, 4 successes. She can see you on a 3 then, right? So she knows where you are, I think.
Well, no, she
Right.
needs to. Because I got 4 success, she needs to get that many natural awareness. I think. What do we?
Oh well, she doesn't have that many, so she will not know where
You are
are.
hidden from any creature with a natural awareness lower than the number of successes rolled. So because she has
okay,
a.
so yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Bagoosh. This woman, she's in front of you. Woman,
I will strike her.
strike this woman. Well, don't do that actually, but like, kill this zombie monster.
Technically, she's a ghoul queen, which means she's alive.
She
Okay.
is technically alive.
She's considered living.
Yes, she's technically alive.
Are vampires alive?
These are not really...
Oops.
Okay, she's not a vampire.
Yeah, I said ghouls and ghoul kings are not vampires. They are just people.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's not a
It's just a
vampire,
people.
per se. She's got vampiric features, but she's not really a vampire. So how much damage is this?
Depends on what he wants to do with his focus.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna. It just says how much focus I have. I don't actually spend it to do the thing, so I get the 2 extra from it, right?
No, I mean, you can use 2 points during this turn, so,
Yeah. Oh,
like, in
so
this
you
you can
can
bump
up to
the 3 up to a 4. So,
Yeah, I'll do that too, I guess. So.
okay,
Yeah.
so now you have 1 left for your next roll if you want to attack this turn.
Which
So
is
this would be
4.
4 damage?
Plus the 2 from his talent. So, 6.
yeah.
Okay. She looks in really bad. Like, really, really bad.
Looking bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, like, screaming, like, her teeth are just kind of, like, gnashing at the dead air. Like, she's looking really, really bad. Bring it home, Bagoosh. Swing that sword.
Yeah.
swing that flamberge. Get your food.
Oh my. Nice.
This is gonna be. You have 1
5.
more focus to spend, so
He can't.
yeah.
bump
So it's gonna be
anything up, though.
4, 5, 6, 7, right?
No, it's only once per turn with the talent.
Yeah, it's only the first time.
Okay, she's still just barely up. She's like almost limping, like falling over to one side, just almost hacking and wheezing. Loris, you see this creature, this sad looking
This poor,
creature
pathetic thing, yeah.
in front of you. What do you do?
How do we get Soulfire back normally, just so I understand?
Certain
list of
talents,
things.
like yours.
No, but like, is it sleeping?
It's like
Is it
finishing
in
a short.
combat?
It's like finishing adventures.
It doesn't
and
come
stuff.
back from sleeping. I think we might get it if we complete a long quest.
Like
or
finishing
Okay.
a quest.
That's fine. It's rare. I was okay, so I won't spend it because I knew we were gonna get a big soul off this. But
I mean, you can. We're back at max after the last one you just used.
well, I'm gonna spend my thing to get Ollie's wound off.
Wait, we got a soul automatically from that?
Okay.
When
But
the
keep
big
in
guy
mind-
died, I got a big soul.
Keep in mind, wounds.
And that
1 wound comes
auto-
off every time you rest.
Does that auto turn into a soulfire?
He used an action to turn into.
I use an
Soulfire.
action.
Okay. Sorry, I will mark that.
Yeah, you did it a couple turns ago, or was it last turn?
Yeah, wait. So I don't have the soul. I can't take Ollie's wound off.
No, but you recover a wound every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Ollie
not
should
worried
be
about
fine.
that.
If
Yeah.
you kill her, you could.
Yeah. And I'm not holding a big soul, so it's fine.
Yep.
I will just attack her and pray.
Give me that attack.
Bridge.
4 successes, and one of them is a 6. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So 6 damage.
Yep.
When you bring your hook across her, it's almost seamless. You bring it across her and you just cleave through her. And as you cleave through her, it's almost like you're an expert at this or something. You bring it through, and out on the other end, you just have this faint glowing soul attached to this hook as it just floats slowly towards your lantern. And the Ghoul Queen falls on this deck. The Ravenous behind you, the ship that's been slowly losing ground, and now that its leader has been off its vessel for a while and the ghouls stumble back into a stupor, it slowly fades from sight as you sail further and further away from this encounter, and you get this sense of accomplishment as well as a general air of safety aboard this vessel. That doesn't seem like you'll be harrowed by anything, at least for the time being. Normalcy returns. And then the music stops. Cool. So, sorry that went late. That was like a weird climactic thing that I have to do. Otherwise, that's part of it.
it's a big
So-
event.
This was legit.
No worries.
Yeah, your session ends with you escaping the Ravenous, the ship, and being able to essentially meander a bit off course. But as fortune would have it, as you're sailing away from the Ravenous and sailing to safer waters, as the day goes on, one of the sailors on board the ship bring attention to something in the water as you all can go over to the side of the deck, and you notice various floating kegs, almost, or like large metal, almost like drums, just
Holy
floating
shit.
in the water. And Shadel, you recognize immediately these are defoliant canisters that are just floating. And in the distance, you can see the Isle of Ghouls. So the intel you were provided was on point, and where you were headed, pretty much on point. So out in the water, you see this defoliant canister, and we're gonna pick it up later with these sailors essentially like trying to net it and get it back on board the ship.
Yep.
So we'll close with that.
Sounds good.
All right.
It's our first big real fight.
I know, that was Monk
Crushed it.
W.
How much armor did that lady have?
Can I touch?
She
Oh wait, I want to hear
had
this.
2 armor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Wait, say again, Alex?
I want to keep. I said goodnight Twitch, and then I said wait. I want to hear this. As in like I want that number on stream.
Yeah, she had 2 armor. I was looking at her and I was like, okay, this fight I can definitely tune down. What the fuck's happening here? She's hard. Like, she's quite difficult, and I'm actually quite impressed you guys handled it with such ease. The Rend was definitely a very powerful ability.
I mean, the biggest thing was that Streetbar just didn't take any damage from the first salvo.
So, for the record, she had 2 armor, 12 toughness, and 6 wounds. As soon as my initial thought was, I kept it at 12 toughness and 3 wounds initially. And then I was like, wait, rending armor, this makes this fight significantly easier if he lands a 6. So as soon as you landed the 6, I was like, okay, what's the damage output look like here? Seeing the average damage output, I'm like, oh, this goes from being insurmountable to being very doable for the party. Like, extremely doable. So they have like here's a turned down version of it, here's a turned up version of it, here's the average. So I went with the average after realizing that Rend does what it do. And it was fine. Like, might have gone on a little long, I think. Probably could have tuned down the wound, but it's all fine. But the Terrorgeist, that's guess how much armor that thing had?
5?
Yeah, 5 armor. So
Yeah.
Damn.
the fact that if you hadn't
Soulfire. Yeah.
if you hadn't used Soulfire, that thing would have still been up for quite a while. And that's the thing that was going to kill you, not her.
I mean, fucking...
Because like her spell makes everything near her do more damage. So
Oh.
she failed to cast it the first turn. The second turn she cast it,
But she
at
was
that
the only
point
one
in time,
alive.
By that point in time, it was too late. because you just like one-rounded the Geist. If the Geist was still up, would have been a problem. Probably would have been a problem.
I think Bagoosh might have ended up dead, honestly.
Just face down on the deck.